What's going on, guys? Kooks46 here, bringing you another episode of MLB The Show 18 Dream Cards. This is the series where we talk about different flashbacks and different legends that we want to see added into the next installment of the MLB The Show franchise. This series is called Dream Cards, so there's no rules and no restrictions on the cards that we can ask for in this series. Make sure to go back and check out any old episodes of MLB 18 Dream Cards to make sure the card that you are suggesting hasn't already been put in a video. If not, leave a card that you would like to see added into MLB The Show down in the comments for a chance to get featured in the next episode of MLB The Show Dream Cards. Every week we talk about 4 different cards. We talk about a flashback hitter, a flashback pitcher, a legend hitter, and a legend pitcher. So today we have 4 new cards that you guys suggested, and I think these are going to be 4 pretty solid ones. So let's get right into it. So the first card that we're going to talk about is kind of an interesting one. It is definitely a great player. There's no questioning this guy's ability. It's just kind of an interesting tenure for the guy because he played a majority of his career in the Negro Leagues. The guy I'm talking about is Satchel Page. This card was suggested by Jack Schuffrider, Big Tasty, Sergio Guerra 84, John Turnbow, sorry if I said your name wrong, and Dave Thomas. Now, there is no questioning the talent and the ability of a guy like Satchel Page. He's one of the most famous pitchers ever. He was one of the best pitchers overall in the Negro League. So it's not like this card wouldn't or shouldn't be a 99 because of his career. It's just the fact that he only played a handful of seasons in the legitimate major leagues. Or not legitimate major leagues, but like in the actual Major League Baseball with the American League and the National League, not including the Negro Leagues. But I think if you look at any seasons for Satchel Page, you could look at probably 2. You could look at his rookie season, and it's kind of an interesting card because he was like 41 years old when he was a rookie. Or you could look at his 1952 season, which is actually the one that I'm going to go with. In 1952, he had a 3.07 ERA. I should have mentioned that he is a relief pitcher. 138 innings pitched and 91 strikeouts. That is a lot, dude. That's a really good ratio. 138 innings with 91 strikeouts. That's really good. Remember, he's a relief pitcher, but he did also start 6 games for the St. Louis Browns. 3 of those were complete games, and 2 of those were complete game shutouts. He also had 10 saves, and he had a WAR of 3.4. He was an all-star that season, so I think this card, if you're going to do, would definitely be an all-star card. The problem is, like, I wish you could just show him as a Negro League player and go off some of his best seasons there. The problem is I just don't know how MLB The Show could actually do that. Do they have, like, a new Negro League program or a Negro League section of stats? Like, I don't know how exactly they can work that in. So it's just kind of an interesting card because I feel like this is probably the best option if you're going to go off one of his Major League seasons. So I'm going to go with 1952, and I'm going to give him a 94 overall. Like I said, I just want to emphasize this. There is no question that Satchel Page should have a 99 overall card in the game, but if you're going off a MLB season where there's the American and the National League, if you're going off an MLB season, I don't know if he has a 99 overall season in there. If you're going off Negro League seasons, he probably has multiple 99 cards. So that's just the way that it works with the, you know, how it was separated, the 2 leagues. So until Jackie Robinson came in, you know what I mean. So yeah, I'd give him probably a 94 overall. This card would be pretty good. I think he'd probably have a pretty dope delivery as well. So that's what I'm going to go with, 94 overall Satchel Page. Thank you for the suggestions for that card. Now let's move on to the next one. So the next guy is going to be kind of interesting. It's not going to be a diamond, but I think it's a card that deserves a lot of attention. So we're going to go to our flashback hitter of the week, and we're going to give it to Tucker Barnhart from the Cincinnati Reds. So this card was suggested by Slim Shady and Elite MLB Saint 18. Both of them said that should be a 2017 breakout card, and I do probably agree with that. You know, 2017 was a good year for him, but let me just explain why I think Tucker Barnhart should be a dream card going over his stats. So if you take a look at his 2017 season, you're not going to be floored by his hitting numbers. 270 average, 7 homers, 44 RBIs. You know, that's fine right there. That's not like he's not going to be a power threat or anything. 347 on base percentage is really nice. The reason why I decided to use this guy as a dream card and go off some of those suggestions is because of the recent MLB 18 trailer that we got. If you guys remember, you saw my breakdown, there was a scene in the trailer or a little sequence where Salvador Perez showed off one of the new catcher animations, and Ramon has even said that the catcher animations, there's like 100 new ones. They're going to be way more explosive this year, so catchers are going to be so much more improved, and defense is actually going to matter. So the reason that I'm talking about Tucker Barnhart is he's one of the best defensive catchers in the game. He won the Gold Glove last year. He had a 999 fielding percentage. He had a 2.8 defensive WAR, which led the entire league. He led the league in caught stealing percentage at 43.8%. He threw out 43% of runners. That is incredible. This guy is probably the best defensive catcher in the National League right now. He's one of the best defenders in the league as well. So Tucker Barnhart, since catchers are now hopefully going to be usable in MLB The Show 18, and catcher defensive stats like blocking and stuff like that is actually going to matter, this could be a really fun card to use. Now, his hitting's not going to be crazy. It's probably going to be in the 40s and the 50s, but his defense is going to be way up there. I would probably give this card like an 86 overall. I don't think it'd be a diamond, like I said, just because of the hitting numbers. He'd probably have a little decent contact, but the power is going to be super low. So yeah, I'd give him like a 94, or I'm sorry, an 86 overall breakout card for 2017. So thank you for the suggestions on that. All right, now we're going to go ahead and move into our next flashback card, and this one is actually going to be a flashback pitcher. This is a card that I do see suggested a lot just because of the amazing season that he had in 2016. You guys know all about how good he was. He's still good to this day. He's just been struggling with some injuries lately. But the card we're going to be talking about is Zach Britton, and we're going to give him a 2016 All-Star card. This one was suggested by Guns N' Roses Fan 2012, Michael Lehman, S&M Gaming, and Cameron Streeter. Zach Britton was absolutely incredible for the Baltimore Orioles in 2016. The man was just unhittable. He was the best reliever in the game, hands down. And just listen to some of these stats he had coming out of the bullpen for the Orioles. 0.54 ERA, 74 strikeouts in 67 innings pitched. Here's the biggest thing. 47 out of 47 saves, 100% on save opportunities. He didn't blow one save, man. This guy was literally perfect. He was the perfect closer in the league for 2016. 9.9 strikeouts per 9 innings, 0.836 walk and hits per innings pitched, 4th place in the Cy Young voting. And I think the biggest question, the absolute biggest question that everybody has about Zach Britton, why wasn't he used in the postseason? Showalter, what are you doing? Why did you not throw Zach Britton in there? He could have helped you win the game. I don't understand it. We all want to know. Now, we already do have a diamond Zach Britton with his live series. It'll be interesting to see what his live series will be in next year's game. It'll probably still be a diamond because he hasn't lost any ability. He's just been injured and hasn't really been able to pitch. So it'll be interesting to see him bounce back. But, you know, I still think he'll probably be a diamond for his live series day one. So for this one, this 2016, honestly, I compared him to some other high 90 diamonds relief pitchers in the game, and honestly, dude, with his numbers and how electric and how unhittable he was, I gotta give him a 99. I'm giving Zach Britton a 99 overall diamond 2016 All-Star card for a dream card. I just think with the way he pitched, his numbers show it. I think he was one of the best pitchers in the game, and I definitely give him an All-Star card and a 99 overall. So thank you again for that suggestion. Now we are going to move into our last one of the week, and this one is actually going to be our legend hitter. So this guy has been suggested all across this series, but actually going off the last video, I'm surprised there weren't more votes for him. So the guy I'm actually talking about is Willie Mays. That's right, one of the greatest baseball players you can remember, or not remember, or you know of, I guess. Willie Mays. This one was suggested by Cole Byers and Jesse Weinstein in the last video. But Willie Mays is literally one of the greatest players ever. He's just been, what was he, like a 24-time All-Star? Yeah, he's a Hall of Famer, 2-time MVP, 24-time All-Star, 12-time Gold Glover, 2-time All-Star MVP, Rookie of the Year, World Series winner, and he won a batting title. So like, this man had almost every accomplishment you could possibly want as a player. Like I said, he was a 24-time All-Star, so you could really go off any season for this guy. But the one that I decided to go with is the 1965 season. You could also go with 1951, where he won Rookie of the Year. You could also go with 1954, where he had another MVP year. But I went with 1965 because not only was he an amazing hitter, but he did also win the Gold Glove that year, so his defense would also be pretty high. So taking a look at his stats in 1965 with the Giants: 52 home runs, 112 RBIs, 317 batting average. This is a really good one. 398 OBP. He almost had a 400 on base percentage, 645 slugging percentage, OPS over 1,000. He had a 9.5 offensive WAR, a 1.6 defensive WAR, and overall 11.2 wins above replacement. That is amazing. Super clutch numbers. And like I said, he was also a Gold Glover. He was great on defense. He had an amazing arm. So Willie Mays is one of the best defenders of all time. He is one of the best hitters of all time. He finished with 660 career home runs, 1,900 RBIs. Like I said, there's so many different cards you could go off. Even off postseason, you could go off like the 1954 World Series where he won the title. He had a 286 batting average in that World Series. Surprisingly, in his career, he only has one postseason home run, and that was in 1971. Just a little fun fact for you. But yeah, Willie Mays, I definitely think should be in the game. I think if you're going off this season, 52 bombs, 112 RBIs, almost a 400 OPS. This guy's got to have a 99 overall card. He even had a 76 to 71 walk to strikeout ratio. So definitely a 99 hardware card. Willie Mays would be an amazing card to grab. He'd probably be like a collection reward or something like that. So it'll be interesting to see, but I definitely think Willie Mays deserves a 99 overall hardware card. But there you go, guys. Those are the 4 dream cards that we have for this week. If you want to see your card suggested in the next video, drop it in the comments. Also, if your card did not get chosen, you can leave it again as well as drop a new one down there. It's not that your card wasn't a good choice, it's just that these ones kind of stood out more. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, hit the thumbs up button for me. Drop a like if you are excited for MLB The Show 18. We finally got a trailer. But anyway, guys, subscribe to the channel for more MLB The Show 18 news, updates, dream cards, all that good stuff. I will see you in the next one. Peace.